Your boy is back. These YouTube streets is really cracking. Elon Doge team is out there doing something. I showed y'all a little bit of that yesterday. Couldn't play the whole video. So it's time to come out of the matrix. You know, I've been in there for a while, and we finna blow the whistle on some of these things that have been happening in these streets. So, as you may have heard, and it's not going national just yet on every news station because it's a lot of hating going on up in here when it comes to change. Let's blow the whistle on that. So, to make a long story short, let's look at some of the receipts. That was one of the first views I seen earlier today, and then we're gonna get over here to our girl Melody, and it's going to be fair use. So I'm gonna do it like this. Get over here to this one right here. Stop it, and then he's gonna show an article. This is over here to Steve Ram page, where it first jumped off just like this. Get ready. Do you hear me? Have you heard? Steve Ram. You remember him from last night. Steve Ram going to show this article.
Justice is going to be served here very soon. Arrests are going to be made. Now, in addition to that, take a look. Speaking of Social Security, Elon Musk says Social Security recipients, they should get more money after Doge's work is complete. So they are working away. In addition to that, Elon Musk's Doge has uncovered mind-blowing truth about illegal immigrants on Social Security. He shared charts, and we're going to be diving a little bit into this in some video footage that I've got.
So we're going to stop it right there. This is what I was showing y'all yesterday. Showing y'all this yesterday. And this is what I seen earlier. So the news just haven't settled in just so yet. But now let's move the marker up to here.
Over 400,000 people out of their Social Security. Doge is saying an arrest is coming soon. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk and the Doge team tackling fraud in Social Security, vowing to end schemes that are draining taxpayer dollars.
As the saying goes, the wheels of justice turn slowly but surely. And I think probably the person that stole 400,000 Social Security numbers, at least, maybe more, will be arrested hopefully this week.
In 21, you see 270,000 people.
This is what I showed y'all yesterday.
These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
We went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident.
All right, Valor CEO and Doge volunteer Antonio Gracias, the guy you just saw, was just with
that's
Musk
the guy that was on
Wisconsin over
stage.
the weekend. He joins us from the North Lawn. Antonio, good morning to you.
So he's over there in Washington on the North Line, and feel free to go over there and look at it because as we see, when it comes to spewing out the demise and hate, the first thing that the left will pick is the only one of the few news stations that they ain't got a handle in some kind of backdoor control over it is Fox News. And then if you look at the landscape of the way CNN look, with that DEI stuff jumping off over there, look at who they got rid of. And that's explaining to you exactly what this DEI stuff, diversity, equity, and inclusion stuff is all about. Let's blow the whistle on that. So, to make a long story, to make a short story, short. Then I came home just a while ago, and boy, I was just waiting for this to be really percolating. And while I was waiting for things to percolate, I got home to see was there some more news out there, and Valuetainment and our girl, Melody, start popping some things off. So if I look over here at the chat, if y'all tell me which one y'all want to see first, I'll put it up. So it's like, I'll put it up. I'll tell you, I'll put it up. Which one do y'all want first? Let me show you. Which one? Do you want the value taming hidden in plain sight must exposes Social Security scandal? And then massive fraud just uncovered. So which one? We should check out this one first.
This is in Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. They're campaigning. Today's a very big day for Wisconsin. He roared the whole cheesehead, signed it, sent it in the audience himself. But they're showing the data here. And I want you to pay attention to this and ask yourself, why is this happening? Go ahead, Rob, if you can play the clip.
You see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident.
Yes,
And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants.
Legal.
Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister are all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is not.
So what that says there is like something that was in the dark came out to the light. So something in the dark came out to the light. And then it's gonna be a lot of refunds right on their way too. And then we have to say fair use. So feel free to go over there to Valuetainment if you would like to see their screen. I'm still getting a good hang on this. I still haven't even hooked up this screen deck thing yet because I'm still cleaning up around the house. Check that out. Look at all those buttons. Man, I know this thing gonna be shoot. Easter vacation. I'm trying to learn how to do this before the Easter vacation weekend. So a lot of agencies, just think about it, folks. People were always looking for shortcuts with businesses and things, a deal of some sort. And then you see I got that lady name up there, Michelle King, and I forgot. We need to take a glimpse at who is this Michelle King. She was the head of Social Security. And I type this and check this out. Let's take a gander at who is this Michelle King that's on the thumbnail. Is y'all ready? Let's see. Is y'all ready? Well, we finna take a look at it right here. Here she is. Let's get a gander and see what is she about. Michelle King. She's like, wait a minute, I went to the wrong tab. Still learning how to do this. Give me a second. I blew the whistle too quick on that. But here she is. Michelle, Social Security head steps down over Doge access to recipients' information, meaning supposedly, maybe, she was like, thinking and pondering upon her own self, like she been hearing stuff maybe down the hallways. Like, this is Michelle King. She stepped down. When? Well, this was posted Tuesday, February the 18th, 2025. And it's a 2-minute read. Michelle King stepping down as acting commissioner of Social Security Administration. See, it say Social Security Administration acting commissioner has stepped down from the role of the agency over Department of Government Efficiency request to access Social Security recipient information according to 2 people familiar with the office departure who were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly. Acting Commissioner Michelle King departed from the agency over the weekend after more than 30 years of service. She's been there 30 years. King refuses to provide those staffers at the SSA, Social Security Administration, access sensitive information, the People said Monday. The White House has replaced her as acting commissioner with ELON Doge, who currently works at the Social Security Administration, the People said. So, but just to let you know, hey, was there some whistleblowing jumping off? Was it some whistleblowing jumping off? Apparently, it looked like it just may have been. So, fair use on that part there. Now we're going to get to the juicy stuff and see how our girl broke it off for us to end this show. Okay, let me see where is our girl at. Let me bring her up. Give me a second. And she's right here.
Immigration and Social Security that we have ever seen. This isn't some fringe theory. This comes straight from a recent presentation by Elon's team, and a specific clip is blowing up across social media right now. I'm not going to waste your time with a long setup. The footage speaks for itself. So let's cut the fluff and get right to it. I'll play the full clip, then we'll do a deep dive. But brace yourself, because this is insane.
You'll notice there's a strange trend here. How many Social Security numbers were issued?
Let me tell you what happened here. We started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of waste. And so that came up with a big list of stuff they're working on. You've heard some of that already. But this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident. And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants. This country's been great to us. My brother and sister are all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed this in this direction. I want to honor them right now. They work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid, and they'll give you an asylum case. You'll get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices.
This is what I showed.
They can charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony
Yes,
under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that,
So
make it
with
an
that,
administrative offense under the last administration. And then you go walk across the border, they do what's called a release your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, a notice to appear, which to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. So what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview, no ID.
Just reiterating, people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people and make it a permanent, deep...
Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. Until then, later. And I'm going to leave it right there. And I don't know why this won't stop. So with that, I'd like to say, it's 2 pages. And now we're back to the show. So until then, take care. We can check out a little bit about Melody, but where is Melody at? Because, man, that girl is one of the KS friends, Kevin Samuels. And man, let me see what else she found. She done found much. So until then, take care, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. And your boy, man, it's a trip. Because, man, so I'm just hoping that later on this evening or wherever you're at, that we get more and more news. Quite sure some more people is talking about this. And boy, we really need to be on the ball because GC, they didn't want to talk about the Internal Revenue Services and stuff like that. So let's take care, handle yourself, and